Phoenix Jones is a real life superhero in Seattle, Washington. Like, he's a vigilante superhero. Been active in the Seattle area since about 2011. Phoenix was born Ben Fodor. He had one brother named Carlos. The two of them became obsessed with MMA, and they got pretty good. They both went pro, and one night he is walking back to his car in Seattle with one of his sons. Someone had broken into his car and shattered the window. His son trips in the glass pile and cuts himself pretty bad. In that moment, Ben Fodor vowed to his son, he's like, I will never allow anything like this to come upon you again.
That's a little less dramatic than I thought I was going to be.
So no joke. The next weekend, he bought a breakaway tuxedo, starts climbing fire escapes, and he sits on the roof and he's just watching the streets at night for muggings and fights. And when he sees them, he just turns and he runs down. And I mean, the guy's an MMA fighter. So he just goes and mugs the mugger and just holds him down until the police show up. And so he has a good reputation. Allegedly, he has helped lead the police to 123 arrests over the course of his career. And the city is like commissioning him for their campaign. So he's doing their Don't Do Drugs campaign. But over time, this reputation sort of started to sour. He had come across a group that was dancing in an alleyway that he mistook for a fight. And so he ran into this alleyway and he just pepper sprayed everybody. The perception wasn't great. And so Phoenix concludes the only thing to help. He holds a press conference at City Hall. He's on the stairs of City Hall. Like, he's got his full armor on, right? He's like, I've realized that the only thing to help me and the Rain City Superhero Collective is... And there's a dramatic pause. And then he takes off his mask. And he's like, I am Phoenix Jones. My name is Ben Fodor. I'm just like all of you. And then he dramatically walks away from the podium and just leaves.
Did the public perception kind of turn around a little bit?
So then there was a moment where everything just kind of spiraled. One day, it was an average night. They were out fighting crime. And while they were chasing this guy, there was a drive-by shooting. And one of the stray shots hit a 21-year-old girl and killed her. And he's blamed himself for that girl's death ever since then. A couple years after that, he actually was arrested in a sting operation. The police got him on drug dealing.
So he was fighting the drug things, taking the drugs and reselling them.
Apparently the whole time he had been dealing cocaine, Molly, shrooms, putting his competition behind bars and dealing drugs the whole time. And
goes to jail and is like, hey guys. He was the villain the whole time. There are no heroes.